Yuri. Well, Backo, how long we got?
Hello mate, how you going on team?
Mick, how are you, mate?
Nice to meet you, Mick. I'll be doing the commentating with Wade here.
Yep, sweet as. You can take that mic at the blue chair. You can take it out of the
Out of the
line. They're both on, so...
Yep. Alright, cool, no worries. We'll let you know, we'll do it like we can. Probably about 10 minutes before they come out, or maybe 5. Are you going to go live from there?
We're live, we're still a set.
Oh, cool.
We're okay.
Yeah, no, sweet, even better. Because I'll probably just do like a little intro spiel and whatnot, and we'll go from there. Lovely, thanks mate. Hey, at least you know it's hopefully not going to get rained out, mate.
Imagine that, eh? Oh, yes, yeah, I have to go with the ball.
I'll be able to give you a shout out tonight. I'll tell them that you're coaching on the sideline.
Be well? Be good?
How you going anyway?
we want to use. You happy now? Now look at the big smile on your face. You want to beat him on your own merit.
Hello, mate. Oh, good, mate. Thank you.
We've got one extra.
Thank you.
Yeah, heck of that. He doesn't get picked up by himself. His name's Yuri.
Yeah, just get.
Going. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to all of you tuning in on YouTube for this evening's culmination of the 2025 Winter Futsal League. This mouth-watering grand final fixture between the undefeated premiers and the hot favourites, Sydney Allstars, coming up against the community-based futsal club, Mosaic Metros, who have been a bit of a surprise packet this season. I'm Dean Bully Lockhart, and I'll be your commentator this evening. This time, I won't be alone though. I am joined by my former Futsalroo teammate and current Futsalroo captain, Wade Giovanali. How are you tonight, mate? Are you excited for the game?
Hey, Bill, thanks for having me, mate. Yeah, I'm really excited. Really looking forward to this contest.
Good. So, look, just want to recap on how the two teams got here this evening. As mentioned earlier, the undefeated All-Stars had a convincing 9-0 win in their semi-final outfit UTS Northside, while the Mosaic Metros caused a somewhat shock upset, beating Mountain Magic 6-2. Was that a surprise for you, Wade?
Yeah, man, I saw that result over the weekend. I was quite shocked. I don't know what happened to Jordy Guerrero that day, but mustn't have been there.
It was a standout performance by some players in there, and to make mention of a couple of the ones to watch out for tonight, most notably the young stars from All-Stars, Jayden Harb and Braden McPherson, both scoring hat-tricks in the semi-final, whereas the Metro stars, Yuri Dorneles and Joshua Depra, both scored a double each and caught the eye of many people tuning in. So we're excited to see how this will unfold. In their only meeting earlier this season, though, Wade, I must admit, it saw the Sydney All-Stars prevail 4-3 in a very tight contest.
Very tight contest. Looks like we're in for a great match.
Mate, looking forward to it. Danny Martinez proved, the Golden Boot winner, proved the difference in their last match, and he'll be looking to repeat the same this evening. So as our teams come out today, do you want to run through the team list for us, Wade?
Yeah, mate, I'll go with Sydney All-Stars to start off with. Number 20, Danny Martinez. Number 7, Bruno Pavato. Number 6, Marco Filipovic. Number 5, Brady McPherson. Number 8, Dylan Chow. 17, Jayden Harb. 19, Jay DeGoiva. 30, Carlos Beringa Bardez. I think I made a mistake on that one.
That's okay, mate.
And number 1, Noah Felice, the doctor of the goalkeepers.
And for the Mosaic Metros, we've got the star Yuli Doineles, Ali Asadi. We've got the number 90, Gaetan Faraci. We've got number 6, Costa Pavlovic. Number 5, Walaf de Silva. Got number 23, Gabriel Hiris. Number 17, Fabian Rios. Number 11, Moise Ganebe. We've got 28, Joshua Depra. And number 21, Sebastian Tomeo. So this is going to be a really, really good game. Looking forward to this. Again, the community-based team, Mosaic Metros, looking to upset the undefeated All-Stars here this evening in a what is a bit of a decent crowd. So, yeah, we're just going to have to just check. Wade's microphone might not be working here, so we're just going to have a bit of a look at that. But as mentioned, look, I just want to just say that, in front of a bit of a decent crowd, the wet weather not playing any havoc tonight. I mean, havoc on the way getting here, but none this evening.
Hey, boss, can you hear me? Perfect. Hi, all, I'm back.
Wade's back. So if we might have missed it, Wade, do you want to just run through the Sydney All-Stars team again, mate? For those that may not have got that.
We'll go through it one more time, mate. Number 20, Danny Martinez. Number 7, Bruno Pavato. Number 6, Marco Filipovic. Number 5, Brady McPherson. Number 8, Dylan Chow. Number 17, Jayden Harb. 19, Jay DeGoiva. 13, Carlos. Number 1, Knuckle Felice.
Nice, thank you, mate. And as always, just want to make mention of the major sponsors who brought this competition together. Without them, there wouldn't be much of this. So I want to thank MITRE, Deploy, Kappa, Gowgates Insurance, Wholesale Trophies and Full Throttle Publishing. And our officials for this evening, we've got the referees Jake Rose, Nick Bacco, Andrew Best, Shobin Gregory and Dion Bradley.
Some of the greats, mate.
Some of the greats.
Copped a ticket or two from them?
Yeah, look, many a yellow card from probably arguing. Actually, speaking of that, I've serving a match suspension, mate, currently from a red card in outdoor. Had some choice words with the referee, but our team's 13-0. Shout out Narellan Rangers. The boys are up and about. So as we're about to get underway here in this battle between the undefeated All-Stars and the Mosaic Metros. We're underway here. It's going to be interesting to see how they sort of play this out at the moment, Wade, just to see. They're going to sort of feel each other out at the moment, I think.
Good intensity kicks off with you, Paul.
Absolutely. The Metros do move the ball around quite well. It's a lovely ball across field. Nice ball down the line, but that's well cut out there by Privado. Ooh, got the ball.
Okay, here we go. Interesting call there, Bull.
Yeah, I think so, but the All-Stars, last week they were a little bit higher up in the defence. They're sitting back a little bit deeper. I think they're very wary of a couple of the players at the moment, especially the number 28 in front of us, Joshua Duprat here. He's got a good left foot, Wade. Watch out for it. And Jordan Harb
does have an eye for goal. You don't want to give him half a chance.
No. He's a great youngster that's come up through the ranks, and seeing him doing really, really well at the moment.
Wollongong boy originally.
Yes. I believe he's got a bit of a call-up into the Futsal's training camp as well, mate. Can you confirm?
Yeah, he's currently training with us. So far, so good. See what the gaffer does at the end.
Yeah, lovely to hear. It's a great ball through from Pavado. Most notably, a bit of a change made from the All-Stars lineup with Martinez starting last week. He's on the bench at the moment, so whether there's an injury or some concern at all, but it'd be interesting to see when they deploy him. Wait,
he's currently standing up, so hopefully soon.
He's always a danger when he's on with that left foot, isn't he?
It's his rolls for me. He was someone I looked up to, and he loved a good roll. But here we are. Oh, quick feet there.
Lovely feet there from Seb Tomeo.
Pavado with the cover.
An opportunity.
Ooh, wow.
Great cover defence there from Pavado.
Mosaic started off well here.
They have. They're moving the ball around well. They're definitely up and about for this challenge, aren't they?
Well, not afraid to use the keeper. I like to see it.
Lovely pressure from the All-Stars there, just forcing the issue. It's the first time we'll get to see a bit of the All-Stars look to build up their play here. They'll try and slow it down and look to break with speed as they do, just as I make mention. Pavado with the chance. It's a lovely ball through from Filipovic there to find Pavado through the middle. The Metros are going to have to watch that.
Pavado just controlling it for Enfield.
It's a dangerous player, Filipovic, when he gets himself on the ball in these positions. Unfortunately, couldn't sort his feet out that time.
Good energy from the 7 of Mosaic. Domales, I believe that's how you say it?
Yeah, Dorneles.
Dorneles. Ooh.
Lost a bit of paperwork there. Teams are a little bit cagey at the moment. They've just got to slow things down a little bit there. I think we're trying to force the issue a little bit. So the Metros look to just slow things down again, and then they'll look to try and get themselves into... Dornella is changing the pace a little bit.
Good check run there.
He's very, very sharp on the ball. Doesn't need to force it there, but he will get himself into a good position.
Really liking his energy, Bull. Really liking it.
He does, mate. He provided a lot on both ends last week, both defensively and offensively.
Felice, what's he got in his locker? Short one.
So they'll just move. You can hear Peter Spathis yelling out on the sideline from as the coach to move the ball around here. They need to get these team moving here.
Mosaic's gone very...
a lovely little hit.
Very man-for-man defence here, Bull.
That's where they got caught out last week when they were just sort of a bit of ball watching, mate, so they'll have to watch that this week.
Okay.
All-Stars just don't quite have the outlet yet at the moment, so they might be looking to bring on Martinez soon to inject a little bit of that target role to really, really hit and run off.
A lot of experience with him as well.
Very much so. Again, Mosaic Metro is trying to force the issue a little bit here. They need to go back to sort of moving the ball around, what they did well. We've got our first change of this evening. We've got George Harris coming on. And I can't remember who made the sub.
Oh, here we go. Bull, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I like it. It's a good tactic to go early. And it'll look to either keep possession. So for those that aren't familiar, this is the fifth man role. So what they'll do is they'll pull the goalkeeper like in ice hockey and play with an extra man advantage. And they've just quelled it a little bit early there. I thought they could have gone with a little bit higher attack there, but it's lovely work from McPherson.
Ooh.
Got himself into a good position as Doneles looks to break. 2-on-1 here. Well cut out from Doneles. It's a dangerous ball.
Yeah, jeez.
The intensity has certainly picked up. What do you think, Wade?
Yeah, the first couple of minutes was cagey. I think they seem comfortable now, and they've definitely taken it to another gear. He's hard now down the side. Ooh, looks for
Lovely
McPherson.
intercept from Doneles. Well read there. 1-on-1. This is a dangerous opportunity here.
Ooh.
And it's well read from Joshua Duprat. So Harb with an opportunity. Nice ball across court there. He needs to be moved. That's a lovely ball through to Filipovic's feet. And Harb with the finish.
And there it is.
Just as we made mention, they need to make a little bit of an outlet there. And Pavado with the ball that cut out all the defence straight into Filipovic's feet. I think they were a little bit lucky there.
They did get the bounce, but in the end, good finish from Harb.
Lovely finish from Harb. The danger man that we made mention, who scored a hat-trick in the semi-final, has got himself on the score sheet in the grand final. 1-0 to the good. It's a nice hold-up play there from Harris. As Harb looks to break. The Metros crowded him out there, and they just want to look to slow things down, get a little bit of control back. As Doneles looks to sort of dictate here at the moment. They're caught in a bit of 2-2 at the moment. They need to get out of that. They need to get out of that 2-2 positioning, don't they, Wade? Leaving them very limited options.
Yeah, especially if that opposite man diagonally isn't coming into support. It's difficult to play.
So unlucky there. Right idea from Pavado. Donella is just dictating from the back. It's a nice little turn from Duprat. He needs to get himself into some shooting opportunities because he's got a great left foot when he gets onto it. It's a lovely turn again. Equally met by Harb there in defence. He's a bit of a beast on both ends, isn't he, Wade?
Yeah, I'm really liking him at the moment, mate. See if he can go into the game a bit more. McPherson, good physical body about him there. I'm enjoying him at the moment.
I don't know if that's coming through our speakers. There is some loud thunderclaps outside. And luckily, we are playing indoors tonight, Wade, because I think if it was outdoor, mate, we would not be playing at the moment.
Yeah, you're right, but you never know. It could leak.
There is stranger things that have happened in futsal. I have seen a washout before in futsal. Would you believe it? It's a lovely ball thrown up there by Felix. And Martinez with the nice hold-up play.
Ooh.
I think
Ambitious?
Pavado, yeah. Not sure if it was a shot or he was hoping that that Tomeo would have gone in for a challenge, but unfortunately it wasn't met. But he'll take it as a shot on goal. One for the stat sheet.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
So Harb with a good stint there, and we've got De Gouveia coming on at the moment. He was a handy coming on off of the bench last time. It's a nice ball into feet. Martinez with the run and turn. Nice little decoy there from Pavado.
It was very nice. Good movements by Martinez.
UTS found it hard last week to beat the goalkeeper. Faraci had a big game last week in goals for Mosaic Metros, Wade.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking good so far. Just still a long way to go.
Certainly a lot more lively. Pavado well marked there on George Harris. As Duprat defensively wins it back. He's quite quick across the ground. He's gone a little bit too far there. And McPherson with the strike.
Love the old toe, mate. Love it. Not used enough, I don't think, Bull.
Yeah, very underutilised. Yeah, look, it's very much brought about in futsal terms, but people still go for the old conventional shot, don't they? Mm. But when you do see a toe bash fly top corner, there's nothing better in futsal to see, is there?
Nothing better, mate.
McPherson just casually walks over to the ball. Get a little bit of respite here at the moment as they wait to set up. Dornello is waving his arms about as they look to employ the fifth man again. A little bit of a waste there. I think he was looking for a bit of a better option, but not quite the execution there.
Yeah, better to be safer than sorry, Ball.
As Martinez flaps his arms around, I've seen that a few times in many of futsal circles. He was not happy with the call there. Again, I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the Metros in this 2-2 at the moment. So they're not getting themselves the opportunities, are they, Wade?
No, they're not. They're not. But did they do it last week, Bull?
Yeah, it was a little bit where they got caught in a little bit of that pattern. But when they moved the ball around well in the, in that 3-1 sort of positioning, they sort of got themselves better opportunities, especially with Dornelles up higher. Close one there. Felix nearly got caught out from that fifth man with Faraci seeing him off the line.
Well done by Faraci there to go for it, but
yeah, absolutely. I like the ambition. Didn't come off that time, but might set Felix back with a lovely ball from Martinez. McPherson, can he sort his feet out? It's a lovely save. Again, Faraci proven hard to beat. It's a lovely ball from Pavado. And a great stop there from Danelles. Pavado using a bit of a footy tackle to bring down Danelles there, but I'm not sure if that's a bookable offence. What are your thoughts on that, Wade?
Yeah,
lucky there?
I think he got off lucky. But each to their own, mate.
He's just getting a bit of a stern talking to there. And the big man up top who got himself in he caused a little bit of mischief up there last time.
Is Pavlovich you're talking about, Bull?
Yeah, Pavlovich, mate. He's got canoes for feet, but he caused a lot of trouble last time when he was up top, and rightly so.
Watching him during the warm up, I'm interested by him. I'm interested. Let's see how he goes here. Here we go.
Another sub made by the Allstars with Martinez coming off and Filipovic coming back on. He's lost his runner. That was a lovely ball there from Doneta. Through to the number 17. Who's the number 17? Fabian Rios, who's on for the Mosaic Metros. As Tomeo just looks to clear it. The game sort of opened up, hasn't it, Wade?
Yeah, it is. It is.
What are you seeing out here, mate?
I think Enfield could just be a bit better in possession, control it a bit more.
It's well read from Danelles, who's pretty much having his shirt pulled there.
Wow. Oh, you meant to trade shirts after the game, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it, mate. You definitely swap shirts after the game. Not during the game, that's for sure. It's well read there by Filipovic. This is where he can be dangerous in open court.
Bit of fatigue setting here, Bull, with Mosaic?
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely heated out here, isn't it? There's both benches are up and about here, arguing about the call. You love to see the passion, though, don't you?
You beat me to it, Bull. You beat me to it, my exact words.
The referees are certainly stamping their authority on the game here as well, making sure that they're not getting spoken to in a disrespectful manner.
I would like to see Demiles a bit higher up the court. I'm not enjoying him back there.
Yeah, no, this is where... it's a lovely ball there from Harvard. It's well dealt with by Filipovic. I don't think that was the intended target there. Oh, it's where you don't want to lose it, but he's done well. That's lovely feet there from Rios.
It's about 3 fouls there, nearly.
I think so, mate. Look, the All-Stars could be getting themselves in a bit of foul trouble early. So I just got confirmation from the fourth official here that All-Stars on 3 fouls already, and you don't want to get yourselves into foul trouble where the 5th foul, do you want to explain it to people that might not be aware of the 5th foul situation, Wade?
Yeah, Bull. So each half a team gets 5 fouls, and on the 6th one, it is a penalty, I believe 10 metres.
I want to hope you think it'd be more than believing. You played this game long enough.
A couple of times, mate.
Tell them with conviction that it is.
Second time behind the mic, mate, so that's the difference.
So, yeah, as Wade mentioned, if they get into the 6 foul territory, there could be a uncontested penalty shot.
Any big shooters in the Mosaic pool?
Oh, look, the superstar that is Dorneles, he'll be the one that are looking likely to take it. But as you may have mentioned before, you want to see him higher up the pitch. Now, last week in the semi-final, he was able to get himself 2 goals. So, whether that's a tactic from them that they want to sit him back a little bit, they're wary about defensive duties, I'm not sure, but they want to be thinking about scoring goals, I think.
Yeah, be a bit more aggressive with the ball.
Absolutely. There's a lot of profanities coming from that bench. I hope that's not getting picked up in the microphones there. Let's just call it passion, shall we say? I don't like this from. He's creating the space here, Rios. He needs to get himself out wide there. Allow Pavlovic to get himself in front and use his big frame.
I'd like to see him be a bit deeper, maybe come to the ball and the ball's coming.
Yeah, I think so. You hit the nail on the head there. Certainly letting a few free kicks that I would normally think. Sort of letting it flow here, the referees, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Good forward pass there. They couldn't get those canoes moving.
A little bit hard, mate. Lucky he's not outside. I tell you what, he'd be waterbogged.
Here we go. What have they got off the corner?
It's a good strike across goal. And a few people up on the bench waving their hands about. I think Rios wants a sub at the moment.
Yeah, that's why he probably didn't get there.
Yeah, he's pointing to his ribs. He might have copped a shot there, but they're the ones you've got to take those chances against this All-Stars team. They're hard to break down. They haven't conceded many goals this year throughout the regular season, so it's a nice idea from McPherson. Well shut down there. Oh, there's a few theatricals.
Yeah, wow.
What are you seeing here, Wade?
Jake Rose just controlling the game, making sure there's no stupidity. We don't want to see it in the game, mate. We just want to see some good footy.
That's exactly right. Look, I like the contest. I love that there's a little bit of heated action here, but they've just got to cool it down here. You don't want to see anyone get sent off.
No.
Want to keep it a bit of a spectacle here at the moment as the All-Stars look to just try and control it again, get the ball back down and moving here. They've gone away from their little bit of their pattern play as they look to move into a bit more of a 4-0, try and open up the spaces where Dorneles is caught up high at the moment. Just as I say that, we've got a bit of a break. This is where the options he needs to be. It's a great save there, good ball. Good strike from Wolof to Silva.
His teammates didn't give him much besides one option there. You'd expect someone else bursting down the other side.
Yeah. This is the part from the Metros there. Sometimes what happens is they're a little bit sort of one out, Wade. Watching last week, they sort of rely on Depra and Dorneles to try and break forward, but they need more going forward, more options.
Yeah, you're right, Paul.
And as I may mention, he's got a great strike when he gets onto it. He just needs to get himself high, doesn't he? Well read there from De Silva. They tried to flatten the lines out. Again, you know, I don't want to see either team get caught in a 2-2 pattern. They need to try and draw the other team out. It's a lovely first-time ball from Pavado. Find Filipovic, but couldn't sort his feet out.
Hey, Pavlic, here we go.
It's a lovely feed from McPherson. He's a good futsal player, Wade, from what I've seen of him.
Yeah, good young kid coming through the ranks, mate.
That's well read there from Faraci to come out and head the ball.
Love the bravery.
Saw the danger early. So we're still 1-0 at the moment to the solitary Harb goal here. He doesn't look phased, does he?
Never, mate.
Oh, that's well read.
Nearly an own goal.
It was. I wasn't sure what was happening there. He nearly took it into his own net. It was well read there by Pavado to get a volley onto that.
Sydney Allstars thought they would have had something off a corner, but chose to keep possession.
They're looking for that 1-2, and again, it's nearly paid dividends. It's looking the most likely. They're very dangerous in that. They've played a couple of times that first-time ball into target, and it's working wonders for them, isn't it, Wade?
Yeah, it is. You're getting a lot of enjoyment out of it. Just again, that right selection of the right runner to get the best shot off.
Exactly. And just waiting for those opposite runners to come in as Harbour creates a little bit of space. They've got the timing well at the moment, but they've got a bit of a break here. Tamayo for the ball for Pavlovic. Oh, couldn't quite sort his feet out. And we've got a counter-attack going back the other way.
Hey, futsal.
Explain it to the people what you mean by just saying futsal there.
Mate, it's a funny name, great game, isn't it?
As you make mention, look, they had an opportunity down the other end, and one of the main goals you can score in futsal is from transition, right?
Yep.
Yeah, transition, and what we mean by transition is from defence to attack, and that is a perfect example of a counter-attack right there. And it ends in a goal. Another one from Harb. He's got himself an early double here, as the All-Stars are 2 to the good at the moment.
Interesting to see what Mosaics do now.
Look, the Mosaics, they haven't looked dangerous. They're going to have to try something different, whether that Doneles comes a little bit higher up the pitch. And just as we make mention, he's read it well and equally defended well. Again, I think sometimes what happens with All-Stars is, the mismatch boots from Tamayo. He wore them last week again.
Well, it's his thing then.
It's his thing.
Okay.
It's his thing. And look, in all honesty, I said he had to back it up, and he did last week, so...
Expensive habit.
Yes, very much so. Buying 2 pairs of boots each time.
Like, I was colourblind. I thought I was seeing things.
Don't worry, I'm equally as colourblind. My wife reminds me of it all the time, but they are definitely purple and red. Definitely. Yes. As Peter Spathis approaches the commentators here, thinking that he wants a timeout. I'll give it to you. Don't you worry about that, Peter. I'll give you the timeout. So we've got a timeout here. Just wanted to slow things down.
Interesting decision from All-Stars there.
Yeah, I think so. Look, they haven't made too many changes. They haven't rotated the bench a lot. But look, what they're doing is really, really working well for them. I mean, obviously, it's quite evident seeing it here. They're finding their target. They're getting runners off the ball. And the 2 goals that they've come from have been pretty much identical, where a ball into target and a strike on goal, which the Mosaic Metros just haven't quite got an answer for yet, have they?
Yeah, no, they haven't. But maybe this timeout will help them find a solution.
I think, what are the Metros going to have to do here to try and get back into the game? What are you seeing, Wade?
Mate, it starts off with defence, that defensive energy. Flows on with the attack, but you'd like to see them a bit higher up the court. Do you just give them the long one from the keeper, or do you give them the short one? Because they seem to be struggling with the guy at the top there. So maybe dropping it short and try and press them high up the court away from their goal and win the ball.
Yeah, I just think they need to get their two superstars on, Joshua Duprat and Yuri Daniles, who's been playing, but they need to get him higher up the court. Obviously, throughout the regular season, Duprat obviously coming on now to make the sub. He scored 9 goals throughout the season, and the same as Daniles. And they both got a double last week, so that's where their goal threats are coming from. And they just need to get them a bit higher up the pitch, and we might be able to see. A bit of fruits of their labour, so to speak.
Here we go.
And not watching their runners, defensive lapses of duty. That's what's going to cost them.
Yep.
They need to be switched on there.
Yeah, they're defensively interesting. I think one way to put it, it's very interesting the way they defend.
They're going to have to look to get back here. They've got uneven numbers. They just can't make it. They're not quite sticking their passes. I don't know whether it's nerves. I'm not sure whether it's nerves or it's, they're just getting outplayed at the moment, but, it's just not happening for them, is it? As I make mention, the coach, Jared, is really barking some orders out there. He's wanting to see a little bit more energy from his players. Oh, what is that?
Oh, has he?
Oh, the ref said it didn't move. That ball moved. I've seen that ball move.
I didn't feel an earthquake, so he must have touched it. There's a story for the crowd later, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone at home saw that one move as well, mate. He touched it twice. Anyway, the refs don't always get it right, do they?
Mate, they're as human as you and me, mate.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And don't worry, we'll keep reminding them every time as well.
Ooh, the golden boot wanted that.
He did. He's not happy with himself. They're winning the ball higher up the pitch here. They've employed a little bit more of the press, and the Metros just don't have the answers at the moment, do they? That's a typical card for Martinez if I've ever seen one.
You're right, mate.
I'm not sure. He's arguing what it's about, but yeah, I could definitely tell it's either for arguing with something. Definitely said referee. It's lucky his brother-in-law Mark Symington can't be with us tonight. He's normally when he's on the pitch, he's the one that's arguing the most with the refs. Shout out to Mark Symington, who just had his second child, little baby Miller. Congratulations to you and Sabrina and the family, mate. Pavado with his physicality.
Love it. Love it.
He may be a small man in stature, but he's built strong, isn't he? He's tough.
Unbelievable.
You played with him for many years, didn't you?
Yeah, many years at Drill, and then he moved on, unfortunately, but it was just what he had to do.
He's always a bundle of energy, and he throws himself about a futsal court.
Oh. Here we go, fifth man.
Oh, it's a trouble. Well read there by Harv. Casually brought it down. This kid looks like nothing phases him at all.
Ice cold ball.
He is. I certainly hope he gets selected overseas, mate. From what I've seen, he deserves a place there, and he certainly wouldn't look out of place in an Australian jersey, would he?
No, he wouldn't. A lot of golden boots to his name, so you'd hope for the same. Ooh, good recovery there.
Oh, he's gone for the spectacular.
Wee bit ambitious there.
It's well read there in defence, and they've got a opportunity here. Harris certainly loves using his body. He's every time he's sort of rolling off to that one side, and I think Pavado's reading that quite well at the moment. There's a lot of enthusiasm coming from the Allstars bench, isn't there?
A lot.
They certainly look up for this one tonight, don't they?
He might need an option.
Again, I've made mention of it a couple of times at the moment. They're in that 2-2 position where they've got two players at the back and two up the top, and there's just no outlet, is there?
Just very static. There's no support for the ball carrier.
What do they need to do to unlock this defence at the moment, Wade? What are you seeing?
just get. They need to get better areas of support. They're just static. They're not moving at all. They're just static. And when they do, they're running backwards. Good flick there, but
it's a lovely touch, and it's well read by Harb defensively, and it's a lovely ball. And Martinez with a lot of close attention there.
I don't know if the transition helps Mosaics or not, because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It opens up Enfield a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Sydney All-Stars, sorry.
It's a lovely ball, and it's a very heavy challenge, and I think that could be 5.
That's fine.
It could be 5. I'm just Harb with a foul there. Lucky to not see a yellow card. They're looking to book here at the moment. So 4 fouls for the All-Stars. So with about just under 3 minutes to go here, you know, the All-Stars want to be a bit cautious with their challenges, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you'd hate to give away a 10-metre penalty. You know, go into 1.5, get back in it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to give them a sniff at the moment. They've got their tails up, and they're certainly looking good value for their money. It's a bit of a wasted ball there.
Yeah, well, I'd rather him kick it away than get caught with it.
I agree.
Again.
As Donelius looks to dictate from the back here. It's the first time we've seen Ali Asadi enter the fray at the moment. Let's see if they can offer something different. As we look to break here, Donelius and Haris trying that same move, the roll inside that's just being read too easily by Pavado there. And that's well read by Asadi.
Going for a cheeky Megs there, don't mind it.
Yeah. Things you love to see in futsal, right?
Love it, mate.
This is a bit frantic at the moment. Someone needs to slow it down. Here we go.
Absolute chaos. Here we go. Bit of experience from Pavado there, just chilling.
It's lovely feed from Filipovic. Couldn't quite sort his feet out there for the strike on goal, but I like the idea. Not quite on the same wavelength at the moment, these guys. The Metro really need to get in at half-time and just sort of level themselves out, get back down, and just sort of move the ball around. Moise Ganebe has entered the fray here. I don't know whether he was late. I didn't see him earlier, but he's made his way, and he's an imposing figure to look at, isn't he?
That is the perfect word, Ball. The perfect word. I'm excited to see what he's got to offer.
Absolutely. With bright yellow boots, he'd want to offer him something. They look fast.
Rapid.
Oh, and McPherson early on in the fray with the cheeky nutmeg.
Good recovery there by Moise.
Yeah, he's done himself. He's tried to go for the cheek. He's tried to earn himself a little cheeky kick in there.
There we go. Well done there by Bruno. Just trying to control the game.
Just wanted to wind the clock down here. They want to make sure that they don't get themselves into foul trouble, so they'll just try and stroke it around, wait for the right opportunity.
Big difference between being slow and being patient, isn't there, Bull?
Absolutely, mate. It's very much the key there. You know, it can be disguised as that, is where people want to slow the play down, but, you know, when you are trying to be a bit more patient and wait for the opportunities, there's a gulf in height between these two. And if you can see the state of the shin pads this bloke is wearing...
They're the same size as Bruno.
They are... Those... I don't think they're shin pads. They're covering his ankles. There is not much. He's got some good hold-up play, though. And he's been met by his own player. Pavado, it's well read by Donelez. It's a heavy challenge. There's just feet flying everywhere.
Right.
McPherson's away here. So they're just telling them there to just retreat at the moment. That's what I think they need to do that a little bit more often. Try and get the All-Stars team back on their defensive duties a little bit more so they don't pinch it over the half. Oh, it's a lovely through ball.
Wow.
Well read by Faraci. A few stray arms. Filipovic not happy about the call being made there. He doesn't want to get a yellow card from arguing with the ref here. So there's probably not much longer left on the clock. I can't see it from here, unfortunately, but can they pinch a goal before the half and get a little bit of momentum coming into the second half here?
Well, they've got a good opportunity here to see what they got off this kick in.
They're looking to run a set piece. Donella is really slowing it down here at the moment. That's very ambitious. It's going to have to take something special to be scored from there.
Off the training paddock, you reckon?
Yeah, absolutely. So, going into the half, 2-0 to the All-Stars, and they look good value for their 2 goals, don't they, Wade?
Yeah, you're right, Bull. You're right. Be interesting to see what the halftime talk is and how both teams come out.
Yeah. I think, look, having a bit of analysis of the half, I think Metros are a little bit nervous at the start. A little bit cagey. They need to really get their superstars into the game here, but the All-Stars are really, really moving the ball around well, and as we spoke about at the start of that half, the start of the game, Jordan Harb was going to be looking dangerous, and rightly so. He's got himself on the score sheet twice from a similar set play that the Mosaic Metros just don't have an answer for at the moment, do they?
No, they don't. But we'll see 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline, Bull.
It is a very dangerous scoreline, but I think, I think the All-Stars, I think they've got enough to sort of see it out here. But if the Metros get a goal, it could be a bit dangerous. So
for the neutral, I'd love to see it. Absolutely,
for the neutral, absolutely. And the crowd here, there's a decent crowd here tonight. So, but look, I want to make mention and give a shout out to the major sponsors: MITRE, Deploy, Kappa, Gowgates Insurance, Wholesale Trophies, and Full Throttle Publishing for looking after and taking care of this Winter Futsal League. And it wouldn't be possible without those guys. So we'll have a short break at half time, and we'll rejoin you for the second half. Again, 2 goals to the All-Stars, 0 Metro. All right, if you're joining us and only just joining us, so far it's 2-0 to the Allstars, and they're looking good value in this grand final at the moment. But if I'm not alone tonight, if you haven't been listening and you're only just coming in, I do have current Futsal captain Wade Giovanali joining me behind the mic. And Wade, it's great to have you here tonight, mate. But one thing I'd like to know is, can you tell me some preparations of how the Futsal camp's going at the moment and what tournaments you got coming up?
Cheers, Bull. Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, so we're just at the moment doing 1-2 nights a week, just depending on the week, and where we can train. But yeah, we've got the Intercontinental Championship coming up. The draw should be out tomorrow, so we'll see who we got. But there's potentially Thailand, Belarus, Zambia, New Zealand as well.
What is this Intercontinental? Is this a newly formed tournament, or is this something different?
Thailand's hosted them a few.
Okay.
Again, I don't know how often we get invited, but luckily enough we've been invited and we've accepted to go. So it'll be good prep for the qualifiers coming up in September, which we've been drawn to Kuwait, Mongolia, and India.
I did see that. It's a very, very favourable draw for us in regards to probably the teams that, most notably, not teams that we often play against, and probably not some of the bigger nations that we could have drawn. And look, I think looking at that certainly plays in our favours. But how's the team? How's the camp? What's it looking like? What's a bit of a vibe? Is there some good young guys that's come in?
Yeah, I mean, I can only speak obviously on behalf at the moment with the New South Wales boys.
Yep.
Because, we haven't done any interstate trainings yet. But yeah, so far so good. It's good to meet some of the young kids and actually train with them, get to know them on the pitch as well, what they like, what they don't like. But some promising talent, mate. And like we've seen tonight with Jayden and Braden, they're both with us at the moment. And
that's great.
They've both been good at training, so I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome, mate. And obviously, as the skipper, mate, how are you feeling yourself and how you've been training? Are you looking forward to the tournaments you got coming up?
I miss it, Bull. There's nothing better than being on tour. Obviously, you miss home and whatnot, but you can't replicate a feeling of being on tour like that. So I'm really looking forward to it.
No, mate. Don't you worry about that. As you would know, well and truly know that I used to room with your brother, who was the captain, obviously, prior to that. And we've had some stories, and I know that you were along for those tours as well, mate. But there is nothing better. It is some of the best times you do have, some of the greatest memories that you do create. And I was lucky enough to create plenty of those with you, mate. So, and it's it's great seeing you now stepping into the shoes of being the captain. And I just want to say, I couldn't be prouder of you, mate, to see you don that armband and really, really take on to that next level of things.
Yeah, cheers, Will. Man. Thanks a lot, man. It's been quite a journey, man. I've had 3 different national team coaches, 3 different roles. So, man, some people say, "Oh, you're lucky," but you got to earn your luck.
Absolutely, mate. I agree. So, well, Wade, look, we do appreciate you here tonight, mate, and giving you a little bit of your expertise and giving some of the fans a little bit of a peek behind the curtains of what goes on with the Futsal and the trainings, etc. So, but as we come back here, we're about to get back underway for this second half, and what do you think has been the tactic?
A tactic? You going to finish that sentence, Bull?
Yeah, sorry, we just got offered some lollies there, so I'm going to sneak in some of those whilst I can. But what do you think is going to be the tactics here from the Metros to try and get back into this game?
I think again they're going to be, just more aggressive with that man-to-man marking. I don't see anything else in their locker, and there's nothing wrong with that. If they can dominate them 1v1, they will be successful and might jag a goal.
Do you think we might see the 5th man get employed early here by the Metros potentially?
Looking at the bench, I don't think so.
Okay. Interesting.
I'd like to see the jersey out, ready to go.
We'll see how this plays out. So welcome back to the second half of this grand final between the Allstars and the Mosaic Metros. Donella is right up in the face there of McPherson, not allowing any time for him at the moment. And the Allstars really trying to press early, but the Metros look like they've come out with a bit of intent, haven't they?
Yes, this is looking good. Great start. Not that, but...
Just as we speak of, there's a little bit of a break here. Ken Donella sort his feet out. Lots of physics. There's lots of arms flailing there, and not a foul to be called.
Oh, I think that was a right call, Bull.
Good contest.
Harb receives it from Felice. Ooh, nearly lost it. Got a lucky bounce there. Lucky Marco was Filipovic was out of control. McPherson gone down the line. Ooh, just couldn't get past his man there. Wow, what? Thought it was a Allstars ball. Seems to be Mosaic. Okay. See what they've got here.
Took a little cheeky deflection on the way through. You know, this tactic from shooting far out, you know, it's going to take something special to beat Felix in goals here.
Not just that ball, but to get through the lines of defence.
Absolutely.
They're not going to point blank shot there at the goal.
No,
They've got to go through a few bodies. Are they looking for a handball, maybe?
Yeah, I'm not too sure there, but again, you know, they're employing the same tactic over and over, and it's just being easily read at the moment. They're going to have to try something different and really try and break down this defence. And
if you don't shoot, you don't score.
This is very true. This is very true. Just need to. The body language needs to get up a little bit, I think, here. And this is what we might need to see. We might need to see Faraci creep up the pitch a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks obviously very hesitant at that time to come up, but. Ooh. Ambitious volley from Pavlovic there.
I believe it's in his locker, so.
With feet like that, you want to be hoping to hit the target, that's for sure. Oh, that's a dangerous ball there from Harb. Oh, again, two errant balls. That's not an area you want to be playing into the middle of the pitch. Oh, it's a great strike from Danelis. Nearly caught Felix off guard there. Yeah. That's a great save down low.
It's done well. Ooh. Was that a shot or a pass ball? What do you reckon?
The motivation's up. The coach Jared here he's up and about with his team, and Danelis has gone up a bit higher up the pitch. This is what I'd like to see.
Yeah, this is what I'd like to see. De Silva a bit higher in front of his man, back here.
Well run under by McPherson. It's a lovely touch. He's not going to find himself any joy there. Oh, it's a lovely first-time ball, but well read by Pavado.
Very transitional here.
Ooh. Oh, it's lovely feet from Filipovic.
Silky. Oh, look at that roll.
He's just in and out. If he scores this, oh, my word. Lovely feet.
Here we go.
Faraci's away here.
Give it to... Oh, could have the 1-2. Could have had a clear shot centre of the court ball if he gave that.
Jiden Harb. I love the idea to flick that up. Obviously well read by Danelis. This is just opened up here. This is what the fans come to see.
Wow.
This is what the fans come to see.
Gaffer's nearly on the pitch.
Wow, there was some action-packed. This is the benefit of watching futsal. Anyone who hasn't seen this before, this is just end-to-end action. This is what you want to see. I can't believe this isn't an Olympic sport yet.
Yeah, you're right, Bull. I don't know how it isn't bigger in this country, but here we are.
I'd rather see show jumping instead, of course.
3v3 basketball, not your thing, Bull?
3x3. Spare me.
I don't want to bring up the breakdancing.
Oh, we could. I mean, if Raygun can enter in that, surely we can put a futsal team in. But we digress. So let's back to the futsal here. Old two-tone. Danelis is just working his way into the game here. Let's hope it's just not too little too late. Yeah. As McPherson looks to break here.
Has he had any time off the pitch?
He hasn't. He didn't last week either. He is just a man that is fit.
Not many people can do that.
No. But also as well, is that to a bit of a detriment as well, Wade, because he's not getting himself up higher? Is he reserving himself with energy?
That's what I'm thinking, Bull. He needs to get a breather.
Pavado just looks to calm things down again. As Martinez does his signature jink and tries to lose his runner. And that's, I think a few years ago he might have been able to get one of those limber legs up there. But
a few more than a few more, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have pulled a hammy if I had done that.
Here we go. Go direct here.
It's a lovely ball.
Oh,
well brought down for the big man.
Can he get something off? Oh. You're right, Bull. He did very well bring that down.
This is the danger here when it starts to open up like that. You know what, Wade? I didn't mind seeing that tactic to find Pavlovic there up top, and you know it turned the defence around pretty quick.
It did. Just needs to get a bit deeper. Give himself more space up higher up the court.
There's obviously a clear height disparity between Pavado and Pavlovic. He just needs to use that to his advantage, I think. But this Doneles has really, really good feet. He's just it's well read there by Martinez. Well defended. That's not a sentence you usually hear with Martinez and defended.
You're right, mate. Yeah.
But he's
to his defence, it is in the attacking half. So.
So Metros have started off quite well this half, which is you love to see it. You just want to see if they can pinch a goal. It might sort of just open things up a little bit. But at the moment, Allstars aren't too troubled. He's very physical, isn't he, Doneles?
I like it.
He's called it. He's read it well from this side. The second referee from the other side is barking orders here to make sure to give him a yellow card from that, because Doneles he was away there.
He's an interesting matchup. Doneles and Pavado. You'd like to see it.
He's hoping for a good one-on-one here if it can be. And Pavado would back himself, but he's a very stout defender.
I think both players will back himself, Bull.
Just getting some last-minute instructions there from his coach. A little bit of a tap on the back, saying, "Here you go, one-on-one. Here's your opportunity." It's a hard ball for the big man to bring down. This is the opportunity we want to see. But fizzed out. I think we built that up a bit more than what it should have been there, Wade.
Yeah, commentator's curse.
Yes. I don't. Have you seen McPherson come off at all yet? That's a lovely ball inside. Digovea with the volley. He's unlucky there.
I think he has. But
I
he's someone that could stay on the pitch.
I don't believe he has. He's certainly got some energy, that's for sure.
Here we go. Direct throw again. It's where they're going to get something.
It's nearly paid dividends there. That was a great throw from Faraci to find Pavlovic.
How's the recovery? That's where
Oh, it's beaten everyone. The right idea, wrong execution. Martinez is kicking himself for not being in that position, but to be fair, there were some other players that could have been in better off. Just got call here. There's 15 minutes to go here. That's lovely feet from Dupras. And again, he's lovely with the ball at his feet. That's not the ball. He needed to go to the far post. I'm not sure whether that's well read from Doneles, but...
Whoa!
Again, another foul.
Is that a ticket, Bull?
I think that was more worthy of a yellow than it was the other one.
It's a big piece of cheese right there.
Absolutely. You know, especially being in that attacking third. And Anyway, look, I'm not a referee and I don't plan to be, so we'll leave it up to the referees to make those decisions.
That's why they get paid the big bucks, don't they, Bull?
More than you and I, mate, I'll tell you. What are you thinking here? Direct shot on goal? They're going to look for their two danger men in Doneles and Dupras.
Mate, I think they've got a great opportunity for a block for direct shot. I wouldn't have gone for that. But that's footy. That was it Tamayo?
Tamayo, yeah.
Two-tone Tamayo.
Two-tone. It's a lovely ball. Ambitious. It was very much an outdoor kind of swaz, wasn't it? Trying to that's a cross ball switch if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
He's wanting some movement there, but he's not getting it. Martinez is up and about. Just getting inside, getting in the head of these guys. This is Martinez wanting to find the ball at his feet here.
You got to be really direct with those passes to him.
Absolutely. I made pretty much a career of hitting Martinez's feet and finding him. Oh, the roll inside. Ooh. The textbook Martinez.
Great opportunity.
Used the decoy runner there. I've seen this show before. It's unlucky there from Filipovic. Right idea. they've certainly got themselves in the right opportunities where they're looking for their target man and getting those runners off. It's been dangerous all night.
Yeah.
They keep going to it. Don't change what's working, they say.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a lovely roll for the nutmeg.
Ooh.
Not sure if it was accidental, but it was clean. I haven't seen too many subs here at the moment. They're vying their bench. They're playing most of the players. It's a good strike on goal. And Pavlovic with the little flick. Could have caught Felix off guards there, but he's made a great save.
Flick off the boat.
Off the bow of the boat. Oh, he wants to get across there.
Ooh. Two-tone.
Two-tone to Mayo. Hopefully he'll go back with that one. He played at SD Raiders, I believe, last year. So
That's
interesting whether it's just for this part of it. He's away here. Could be an opportunity.
post.
Lovely feet.
He's got to see it.
Oh, it's a great save from Felix.
Mate, they love shooting Mosaics.
They do. They're not looking for the opportunities with the other runners coming in, are they?
Mate, far post is always a great option, and Pavlovic has been there 9 out of 10 times, I believe.
So, for those of you that are wondering, there is a giant net that you might not be able to see that has been hit with there, and it's an automatic sideline kick when the ball gets thrown into there. Oh, lovely feet from Duprat. Nearly caught him off guard there, Hub, but he was equal to the task. It's a lovely ball into Filipovic's feet. Can he find the squib? A little bit too heavy there for McPherson.
Here we
Coach
go.
Peter Spathis is calling for his troops to stay up high here.
Demila is finding himself higher up the pitch. Here we go. Can they find him? Maybe not.
Well
The
read
right
there
option.
from Harb. It's what we've wanted to see, but we've wanted to see Deneli's up
We
high,
do.
haven't it? Oh, that's unlucky. I know what he was trying to do. He just didn't quite execute it there with the little dink over, but that's an unfortunate ball. Not the play you want to be giving that away to. Unluckily, it was not punished by Filipovic there.
Yeah, good covering by Two-Tone.
I love it. Oh, it's a dangerous ball. So we've seen the first sub, I think, with Rios coming on there for Pavlovic. Pavlovic has made his way to the bench. I should know because I wouldn't be able to see him. He's about 2 foot taller than everyone. McPherson's got to move the ball there. They're getting caught in 2-2 at the moment. I don't know whether it's due to the Mosaics pressing a little bit, but they don't have the right outlet at the moment.
Is it the right combinations on the field, maybe?
Yeah,
Oh,
potentially.
maybe. Here we go. They're flattening it out.
Yeah, they're going to go to go to the 4-0 and try and flatten the lines out, which they've done quite successfully with one pass. And McPherson nearly fires one in. Unlucky. Just wide of the post there. If they get the third way, do you think it's curtains, or is there an opportunity here that Metros could come back?
Yeah, I think the third one will seal the deal for Sydney Allstars.
They've been tested a couple of times in this half, and, you know, that's what the neutral want to see. We want to see a bit of a contest, and, you know, the All-Stars, they're a little bit cagey at times. It's well read there from Duprat. Oh, that's a great touch. I don't know how he got that out. That was pretty much fired into his chest. Sorted his feet out well there, Doneles. No doubt there'll probably be a few Premier League teams trying to contact him after this.
Yep, I think you're right, Bull.
He certainly throws his body about, doesn't he? Filipovic again with the lovely feet. That roll is so smooth, isn't it?
So smooth.
Oh, McPherson. Oh,
Oh,
just as we said. Managed to sort his feet out there.
top of the D, put it away.
The old toe bash. You'd like to see it.
Love
It was
to
a
see
toe
it.
bash finish.
Got another youngster on the score sheet.
So the 2 stars that we made mention at the top of the game here are on the score sheet. Braden McPherson with the 1 and Jyden Harb with the double. Makes the All-Stars 3-0 at the moment. And could that be the goal that really opens this up here?
Ooh.
Oh, Faraci with the save from Harb. Harb could have got his hat-trick there.
Felice. Oh.
That's probably not the ball.
Nah.
Might leave that to the ball players to play those, yeah?
Yeah. Oh. On to the next action, Bull. I back him.
It was lovely feet there from McPherson, wasn't it, their way to get that out?
Yeah. It's the Mate, that's got to be a direct ball here. There it is.
I thought, for that goal, I thought McPherson lost it a couple of times, but he managed to sort of gather himself and finish for the nice strike. It's a lovely overlap. Oh, Filipovic with a bit of open pasture here. Oh, he's gone for the roll. Unfortunately, not this time.
Ooh.
Oh, he's gone for the nutmeg. He's successful.
Oh.
Oh, nearly crept in with the deflection.
Good
They're
cover.
looking to up the pace here.
Good cover from Pavado.
Absolutely. He's been everywhere tonight. I don't think I've seen it. I think he might have only come off for a little bit of a spell, hasn't he? You know what Energizer Bunny he is. The All-Stars are really showing why they went undefeated this season, aren't they? So they're making that consistent sub with the Martinez-Filipovic left foot combination to just change over here. It's a bit of a lazy kick.
The crowd's giving it to him there.
And a few sarcastic jeers from the crowd there to the referee.
Is that a Martinez in the crowd, I think?
I think it is.
Give him a ticket.
Happy about that. Oh, McPherson with a little touch. Strike on goal. He's unlucky there. It's a good crowd on a bit of a cold night, isn't it? Good to see, Wade.
Very good. Very good. They're a bit quiet, but that was probably the first time we've heard them.
Yeah, it's very true. They're not very vocal. I mean, there's not much to cheer about. Maybe there's more Mosaic Metro fans in the crowd. That's why we haven't heard many of them yet. I don't think Felix is the ball player in the team. He needs to just go back to playing it simple and moving it side to side. You don't want to allow the other team to get back into the game there through a loose pass.
Good there. Good ball by Harb.
Oh, well read there from De Silva. Daneles is away here. De Silva back to Daneles. Ball movement's quite well here. Can they get an execution on goal? Daneles with the strike. He's a tough competitor, isn't he?
Very.
You know, is it about time that they're going to play fifth man here?
Again, Bull, like I said, I don't see it coming, but it probably would be about that time.
They've got to do something. They've got to change it up here. They've got to try and open up the goals. They've got to get Faraci up the pitch.
He's higher than normal.
Well,
Is he waiting for the nod from the gaffer?
Could be.
He's looking over here.
Yeah, maybe he's waiting for the approval. Well, I didn't see these things get delivered earlier. Some sneaky hot chips for the Bull.
Here we go. Harb with the shot. Ooh. Good block there from Two-Tone to Mayo. Corner for All-Stars. Martinez running to it. Oh, wait, he's just walking. Poor corner, that. Domelius riding challenge after challenge. No, who's with him? Bruno comes out with it, 3v2. Ooh.
Wow. Wowee.
I would have. Thought that was a free kick.
Oh, absolutely. Sliding out like that, it's always fraught with a bit of danger. They're lucky to get away with one, I think, there. That's a lovely roll. Execution.
Oh, Denny.
Martinez with the toe bash. That's unlucky. That was a
beautiful goal.
great set piece. Set police, if I can talk there. Set police, no. The first time volley there from Rios. I was a little bit tongue-tied before. I meant to say set piece for those that are playing along at home. So Peter Spathis has come and dropped the timeout card. Whether he just wants to slow things down, what do you think the tactic is there?
I think just giving his boys a breather and maybe some last-minute tips to close this out.
Joshua Dupras is back on. He hasn't been as dangerous today, or whether he hasn't been in the right positions to do so. Here we go. Ferracci wants to get himself higher up the pitch.
Nice ball.
A lovely turn.
Bang, bang.
Just as we spoke about.
He's alive.
That wasn't the commentator's curse then. That was making sure he get him into the game.
Here we go, fifth man.
Hey, we've been talking about it. They need to do something differently. There's plenty of time still left on the clock. This can happen quite quickly.
It can happen. Quite a high defensive line there from Martinez.
The best thing about futsal is how quick goals can be scored, correct?
You're right, Bull.
They've got to be patient. They've got to move the ball around.
Yeah, ball speed is critical here. Great opportunity for Mosaics to discuss the fifth man a bit further. As the teams head in for their chat, we'd like to give a shout out to the Winter Futsal Premier League major sponsors, MITRE, Deploy, Kappa, Galgates Insurance, Wholesale Trophies, and Full Throttle Publishing, capturing all those photos of the Winter League.
What do you think they've got to do here? They're going to have to go for broke, aren't they?
Biggest 2 minutes of their life is the advice he's giving.
You've got to throw caution to the wind here. You just got to go. Just got to go for it.
3-0, 4-0, doesn't matter at this point.
There's no other grand final. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Chance your arm. Do the fifth man. Play it quick. Try and sneak a goal. If they can get one, their tails might be up a little bit here. Just the momentum you need, right?
You do. You need it.
One can turn into 2 goals pretty quickly in futsal.
Mosaic's out, eager to continue play. Martinez over there really guiding the young troops. Some wise words, I would say. They're really going up the court now.
Yeah, they're going to have to. If they want to win anything out of it, if they want to get something out of this. Oh, can we call another 2-touch again? Surely. I saw his foot touch the ball. It's well brought under there from Martinez. Oh, lovely step over from De Gouveia.
Tomales could have faced forward there.
Oh, Harris is away. It's a lovely strike from Daniles. Unfortunate not to hit the target there.
Absolute live wire ball.
He is. Hasn't come off for a spell.
So I'm tired just watching him.
You and I both. It's a lovely ball. Oh, asking for a foul there.
Bit of transition. Oh, nothing.
It's not the ball from Dupras, but he's won himself another opportunity here through hard work and defence. Pavado there, too much class. Won himself his team a throw in. Oh, dangerous ball to be rolling into him there. I don't think he was ready for that.
Backwards.
Harv's done well to deal with it from there. Martinez just wants to cool things down a little bit here.
Ooh.
Just get himself into a high position. It's not where you want to be taking players on. You want to try and ice the game at this moment.
Pavato really upset with that.
Oh, some animated and choice words.
The crowd giving it to it as well.
Crowd is not happy.
Here we go. Perfect
Here we
opportunity.
go. They've pointed and said to the goalkeeper, get long. Get long. Is this too little too late though, Wade?
Nah, mate. Always have faith. Always have faith.
The ball's got to move quicker than this, though.
Yeah, right.
They're going to move this All-Stars team around. That ball's got to go quick.
And they've got to look forward. At the moment, no one's looking forward.
No. Not making this team move at all.
They're not asking many questions.
Definitely not. It's a lovely touch inside.
Oh! That's a headshot.
He's caught one right in the mush. He'll be copping one right in the mush there. On a cold night, it's the last place you want to be hit with a futsal ball.
With Domelis' bell, too, mind you.
That's true. Oh, it's come back to him, but how's that? So again, they'll try and look to expose here. With the goalkeeper being pulled, opportunities for All-Stars. And Dupras has rattled the woodwork there with a lovely strike on goal. That's unfortunate there. I think they deserve a goal here. Metros have played, they've fought well.
Just final execution, Bull.
Their execution has been, yes, it's true. And they've just come up against a red-hot All-Stars team who have just been a little bit more clinical, haven't they?
A bit more experience as well, Bull.
Yeah, I agree.
You'd love to see some of these players start playing in the Premier League in the summer.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if we'll see a few of these names that will be applying their trade next year in the Futsal Premier League throughout the summer season.
And hopefully coming back as a collective for the Winter League as well, mate. They've done themselves proud this year.
Especially for a community futsal club, it's really, really good to see. Getting themselves into a final. Oh, it's a heavy touch from Daneles.
Here it is, Bull. Here it is, Bull. I'm telling you.
It ain't over till it's over. They're not happy about the call, but hey, they got themselves back to 3-1. We did say that they needed a goal. I think they were good value for a goal. And it's come through their top goal scorer in Joshua Dupras. Well read from Daneles.
Is they got anything else left in the tank?
Number 28.
McPherson, good touch forward and a shot. Great save there. Here, Furbovic with the kick in, deep in the half.
Oh, so there's still plenty of time in this game, Wade. There's 5.5 minutes left.
5.5?
What have been informed?
Mate, we are in for a spectacle of 5 minutes.
Absolutely, if it can be. If they can get another one here,
Ooh.
just as we make mention.
Ooh! Ooh! Mate, the crowd's into it as well now.
Absolutely. They've just gotten a little bit livelier. That goal has certainly brought the crowd to life, and us in the commentators' box here as well.
Makes you want to get out there, doesn't it, Bull?
Oh, mate, absolutely.
Wind the clock back.
Well, these legs have still got a few minutes left in them, mate, I tell you.
Oh, let's see what they got from
And not just minutes, good minutes too.
Oh, of course, mate.
So again, we're looking to employ this fifth man tactic. So for those that are just tuning in and unfamiliar with it, they've pulled the goalkeeper and they're playing with 5 men up the court and trying to really, really pinch a goal. Get themselves back in this contest. 3-1 to All-Stars at the moment. They look a little bit rattled.
blood on McPherson.
Yeah, he's come off with a blood ruling.
They've got to stay up. They've got to stay up higher here. No, don't go back, Keeper. We need him. You need him up. We want to see it. We want to see the spectacle that is the fifth man.
There it is.
They've got to move the ball quick. The ball's got to move quick. It's not the area you want to be shorting, but... Oh, it's a great save by Felix.
And when called upon, he's there.
He's come up big for his team at the moment. They
Love the just touch shot, don't they, Bull?
It'd be interesting to see the stats this half of shots compared to, but I know we don't have that data readily available.
No, unfortunately not, but...
The budget doesn't allow for it.
Well, it's going towards you, mate, that's why.
Well, they've got to get the big guns in. That's unlucky there. I like the idea. They're trying to really, really push here. They've got to stay up high. They've got to try and win this. There we go. There's an opportunity.
Ooh!
It's a slide tackle
Wow!
from Pavado.
That was...
I don't know. I'm not sure whether Harris knew much about that Pavado was there, but sliding in with a late challenge.
Great opportunity, but... Oh, geez, you'd love to have seen him taking it.
That would have got the crowd up and about. They're still on the edge of their seats here. Some things you love to see in futsal, don't you, Wade?
I think more people have flowed in, too.
It's a hard ball there, down the line, bouncing.
Long ball from Felice. Oh, jeez. Oh! I heard the rip from here, Bull. Mosaic's calling for a timeout. Next possession that goes out will be theirs.
Did he get a piece of cheese for that?
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I didn't see a yellow card. Surely that's a yellow.
He pretty much ripped his shirt off.
That's what I'm saying. I heard the stitching pull, mate. Well, here we go. Interesting from Allstars here.
Fight fire with fire, they say. What it is, I think this tactic will be used here just to keep the ball. They'll want to just move the ball around and run the clock down here.
Good decision.
Smart tactic by Peter Spathis. Those that aren't familiar with Peter Spathis, the Futsalroo goal. Oh, that's well read by Donales. Futsalroo, great, and goalkeeper turned coach. I know he runs his little business, Keeper HQ. He loves his goalkeepers.
You can feel it in the air, can't you, Bull?
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be another one here at some point. I don't know which side it will be, but I know there's going to be another one. I think it's a bit of a dive there. Not happy with it. Okay.
There we go.
Wow. It brought about a little bit of action, that short stint. So we've got a timeout here being employed by the Mosaic Metros. They're just going to look to regroup, run through a bit of their fifth-man tactics. What do you think they're going to come out and do here?
I think they'll be doing more of the same, Bull. Hopefully a bit quicker.
I think it's working for him. It's certainly working for him, isn't it?
He's gone down to the other side of the bench. Definitely doesn't want us to hear.
Yeah, he doesn't want the other team listening into his tactics. He's obviously got something written up in the playbook here.
They look tired.
As the refs come over and just get a little bit of a breather, get a bit of reprieve from the crowd, I think.
Yeah. They'll do it to you.
So 3-1 at the moment with a couple of minutes left on the clock. If the guys can, if Mosaic Metros can pinch another goal, it could make for a bit of a grandstand finish. It's what the punters come to see.
Yeah. Looks like Pavlovich might be coming on. The big man himself. They're easy size 15s. There we go. Teams entering back on the pitch.
So still a lot of time left on the clock. So 3.5 minutes here. Still plenty of time to find a couple of goals. It could be here. Oh, Filipovic is struggling on the ball. Could work out in their favour. No, he's not happy about that. It's just a challenge. I don't think he meant it. He's going through, trying to get through the ball.
Wow, Felice come all the way to the pitch.
Yeah, not happy.
Wow. Not happy with the challenge.
Yeah, look, he's trying to fire up the bench here. It's probably the last thing you want to do. You don't want to get him fired up. Cop it, move on.
All right, let's see what happens here, Bull.
And saying that, you and I would probably argue that too, wouldn't we, Wade?
Yeah, mate.
It's easy to be a commentator and...
I wouldn't say it's easy, but...
Oh, it's a great strike on goal. Opportunity from Felipe. Not on his favoured foot there. That was his left foot.
Yeah.
And probably going in top corner.
There we go to the... Oh!
He's...
Got to watch that net. You think it would be higher, wouldn't you?
You think it would be higher. It's caught out a few people today. Geez, that's a tough ball. Fired one at him.
Mate, no matter how hard it is,
deal with that.
No matter how hard it is, with the sole of your foot, you should be controlling it.
It's a great ball. He's done well there. Earn his team an offensive kick in here.
Pavado really controlling the troops out there.
He has been. He's been excellent today.
Absolute joy to watch. He's hard. Beats his man. Oh, can he get a run off? Wow, poor shot.
It's been a move they've used very well tonight. Finding their target, looking for the runners coming off.
Pavado pushing Pavlovic there. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, he says.
That's it.
Ooh. Is that to get him back, you reckon?
I think so. I think that was a little bit of payback. I think Pavlovic might have hurt himself in the process here. It's a lovely ball out there. Ali Asadi has just come onto the pitch. This is what they need to do. They need to move the goalkeeper up. Get him into that fifth man position here.
Yeah. They've got to control the ball. They've got to control the ball, give him time to get up and not do that.
Oh, he's gone for the strike. It's a lovely strike on goal. Wow.
There it is. There it is.
Oh, and he's come over for the little jiggy jig.
Some finish.
That was a terrific strike.
You know what? I'm gonna ask him to do it again at training. See how many times he does it, huh? But great finish.
That was an unbelievable strike. Great technique out of the side of the boot. Wow. An absolute thunderbolt from Joshua DePra.
Taking the sting out of the game, but now, Bull.
Absolutely, yeah. 4-1. Noah Felix saw the goalkeeper off his line and hit it with absolute precision. Laser-like.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's just, I think that's killed off the rally here. What do you think, Wade?
Yep. I think that's it. Still a great couple of minutes, but I think that's...
a little bit of wind out of the sails.
Yeah.
They're still going for it. That's what you love to see in futsal. You have to, though.
Ooh. Oh, Tamales.
And equally as fine feet from Danelles.
Pavado.
Oh,
Pavado.
No.
Pavado.
He won't be happy about that.
He's laughing it off, God bless him.
That's all you can do in a situation like that.
Did his hair get in his eyes, maybe?
Yeah. We've all been in unfortunate situations.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
there it is. Nice volley.
Ali Asadi with the volley.
Whoa. And Sue, he says.
The Cristiano-like celebration.
With a Cristiano goal, Cristiano celebration.
Yeah, well, this has made it interesting now. 4-2. Still a little bit of time there. He's going to have to be cautioned here. That's his second foul, surely. Just as we've noted now, we've got a team on 5 fouls. Can they go for it and get the 6th foul that we want to see? Martinez might be able to bring one under here. See if he can See if he can get kicked. It's a lovely ball into Bavado.
There it is.
How is that not a foul? Wow.
Bravado in disbelief there.
I'm in disbelief. Oh, that's in his back. Yeah, it's straight through him. He's unlucky not to get a 6th foul there. We can still make this a little bit interesting here. Oh, everyone's up and about at the moment. This is what you want to see in futsal. A bit of action, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh,
a bit of flair.
Flash.
Oh, bit of freestyle out there, Bull.
I love it. These are the things. This is what you pay admission for, don't you?
Yeah, you're right, Bull.
To be fair, I don't think anyone paid today, but that's
You're right again.
the price you pay. Free entertainment. Oh, some legs swinging. So we've got less than a minute here to go. Can we see one last push from the Metros to get a goal? Over. Little flick down the line. Oh, he's gone. Oh. Ooh. They're giving themselves every opportunity here. The Allstars have been the far better side, I must admit. Created really, really good opportunities. I think their class has shown here tonight, hasn't it? Lovely ball. Well read there from Faraci. Oh, headers in futsal. Oh. Things you don't often see.
No.
The Metros are giving it everything at the moment. One last final push with only a couple of seconds left on the clock. Martinez, could he get there?
Nearly.
A few years ago, I think. Oh, this has just turned chaotic.
Wow. What a game, Bull.
What a game indeed, mate. It has been a great game to watch. Great game to be a part of. Great game to commentate.
Yeah, Bull, thanks for having me, mate.
A little bit of argument. Oh, no.
Counter-attack.
And there you have it, folks. The Winter 2025 Winter Futsal League winners are Sydney Allstars. Congratulations to Peter Spathis and the team. Excellent performance tonight. Unlucky to the Mosaic Metros. They've had a great season and just couldn't get it done at the final hurdle.
Yeah, mate, they gave it their all. That's all you can ask for.
Absolutely. Great game to watch. What did you think, Wade?
Really good. Started off slow. Great second half. Loved every minute of it, to be honest. But, look forward to next year.
It's been very, very entertaining. Wade, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for coming along and co-commentating with me this evening. And for all those tuning in at home, greatly appreciated. We hope you enjoyed that. And there you have it. Your 2025 Winter Futsal League winners are Sydney Allstars 4-2. Thanks again for tuning in.
Yeah, let's go to the trenches. I saw a little bit of last
I usually have my camera.
Congratulations to the All-Stars, Mosaic and fantastic game for the team. Fantastic effort from both clubs throughout the season, especially from the community competition to go all the way to the final. Fantastic effort. Let's give everyone a round of applause today. First of all, thank you to all our staff for participating in this season of the Futsal League and for their support of the competition. So plenty of entertaining matches across the season involving our 11 clubs, which is fantastic, and we look forward to the growth in 2026. Firstly, we'd like to take a moment to acknowledge our sponsorship for New South Wales through the support with all our host competition partners in the Futsal League. Big thank you to Micah, to play football, the Allstars insurance, our Allstars coaches, Philip O'Reilly, schools, Royal College. Big round of applause for our sponsors. We want to also make some acknowledgements specific to the delivery of the Futsal League in 2025. Sport class live stream, Coach Allstars, Royal College, and our commentators this evening, we've got the owners on the mic, Daniel Hart, Legend and Ali, and gentlemen. Our first presentation of the evening will be to the match officials. We thank them for their efforts across the season and the wider role and often thank us last that they performed our game without their original match. Joining us in the presentation is New South Wales Football Referees Association President Adrian Henry, to present the match officials for the values. Referee Jay Bowles. Second referee Nick Tucker. Third referee Nick Ness. Fourth referee Graham Covey. And timekeeper Sean Wood. One more time, round of applause for our match team. Now we do have a couple of individual awards to present this evening, and to assist me with these presentations, we do have the Futsal Manager from the New South Wales, Jordan Guerrero, to assist with the presentation. Our first presentation will be on the group board, which, without going without saying, is the story of most goals within the competition. Our winner finished on 22 goals from the Sydney All-Stars, Dane Martinez. Congratulations, gentlemen. Our next award is the Golden Goal Award, the most outstanding goalkeeper throughout the competition. What a revelation this gentleman has been for this competition. From the Mosaic Metros, Ryan Archie. like to now call on the coach from our runners-up today, Futsal Mosaic, social workers, and five of the team to reserve their games.
First of all, I'm looking at the fantastic Allstars, so just a big two half for us tonight. This is close in the good stage, but yeah, thanks for a fantastic day and more cameras like that in the future. Thank you very much. Thanks to everybody for organisers. Thanks for putting on this competition. Thank you and Charles for being up right away to get this experience. Thanks so much. I'll tell you
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our winning Futsal League runners-up, Mosaic Heroes. Congratulations to Ray Petros, our runners-up this season. And now taking the ball from the captain or coach, our 2025 champions, Sydney Allstars.
Congratulations to you again, once again. Everyone for the organisers. All the thanks for coming out today. Thank you so much. And see you guys next season. Also, Ahmed, Lucas, Matus, David, Jay, Michelle, Carlos, Brayden, Back. Roda. Oh, lagi. Palwara.
Allstars Football New South Wales Futsal Manager Gordon Guerrero to present the Sydney Allstars with the champion trophy, your 2025 Winter Futsal League champions, the Sydney Allstars. to all the spectators in the stands this evening who've been turning out at Valentine's Sports Park and the support of the Winter Futsal League. That concludes our presentation. Thank you all teams, and we look forward to seeing you all back next year. Thank you.